Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another monthly G-Shock update. We have a total of 23 watches to go through, so let's get right into it. For February 2022, starting with the Neon Accent series. The base model used is the popular GA 2100 series. G-Shock has taken the all-black model and gave 3 watches the Neon Accent colors. For the first one, GA 2100 182, this has got blue neon colors for the index markers, for the hour and the minute hand, and also the sub-dial. Next, we have the GA 2100 1A3. This has got the neon green colors. One of the other things that I noticed is the LCD screen on all of these 3 watches has got color coordinated tinted LCD. And the last in the list is the GA 2100 1A4. This has the neon orange colors. All 3 models go for 14,850 Japanese yen, and that's roughly 130 US dollars. Moving on to the next watch in the list, which is called the Sound Wave series. For this series, we have 3 watches that have semi-transparent parts. So starting with the GA 2200 SKL-4, this has jelly straps, red in color, looks really striking. Next, we have the GA 2200 SKL-8. This has the semi-transparent black colors. And finally, a GA 900 SKL. This has got more of a pure transparent colors for the bezel and also for the watch straps. All 3 models go for 17,600 Japanese yen, and that is roughly 150 US dollars. I think among the 3, the red GA 2200 looks really striking. Overall, a fun little series. Moving on to the next, perhaps the most exciting watch for February, at least for me, is the collaboration between RUBIK and G-Shock. The popular 3D puzzle colors has been incorporated into the GAE 2100 series. Model code GAE 2100 RC-1AJR. So since this is a GAE model, the bezels are easy to be swapped. You don't have to unscrew them at all. So inside of this package, you get 2 separate bezel. One is white in color, the other one is black in color. Apart from that, we have a very unique watch face design that includes the colors of the Rubik's Cube. If we look further down over here, here are some of its design elements. We can see the branding of Rubik's over here, different colors for the labels on the watch bezel. And here is how the case back on the watch looks like. Rubik's G-Shock and the model code GAE 2100 RC. Additional features, for example, the keeper on this watch is green in color with the buckle orange color. In terms of price, we are looking at 20,900 Japanese yen, that's roughly 180 US dollars. Here is the final packaging on how this watch would arrive. Overall, I would say this is a really nice collaboration, and I've also heard that this collaboration has very limited numbers, but not exactly sure of its production quantities. Be sure to get one if the design is something that you like. Moving on to the next in the series, which is the Fire Package series. G-Shock continues to update the Fire Package, starting with the 2 models, GST steel base models, GST B400 FP and GST W300 FP. The B400 goes for 54,450 Japanese yen, roughly 470 US dollars, and the W300 for 40,150 Japanese yen, that's roughly 350 US dollars. The other 2 watches that has got rose gold colors, the AWG M100 SF, 26,400 Japanese yen, roughly 230 US dollars, and finally the GW 2320 SF, 23,100 Japanese yen, that's roughly 200 US dollars. Moving on to the next series, which is the Midnight Fog series. There are 5 watches the G-Shock is releasing, starting with these 3 models over here. So some of the common things that you can see of all the 5 watches is, one, all of them have got skeleton semi-transparent band, and they have got metal bezel on them. Starting with the GM110MF, this is the analog model based on the GA110, 29,700 Japanese yen, roughly 260 US dollars. Similarly priced, the GM2100MF, it gets sort of a rose gold color, that's for 260 US dollars. And finally the GM5600MF, this goes for 27,500 Japanese yen, roughly 240 US dollars. There are 2 watches on the smaller series version, GMS 2100 MF, this goes for 27,500, and the last one, the GMS 5600 MF, for 26,400 Japanese yen. One notable feature that I realized in all of these 5 watches are all of them have got positive LCD display, hence the legibility should be really good. Alright, let's move on to the next watch in the series, another skeleton based series, green and grey. So we have 2 watches from the GMAS 110GS-3. So this has got the skeleton band, skeleton bezel. The main colors used for the watch face design is gold and silver colors. Both of these watches go for 18,700 Japanese yen, roughly 160 US dollars. Exactly the same design language, but with grey color skeleton bezel and bands. We have the GMAS 110GS and the GMAS 120GS. Again, same pricing, 18,700 Japanese yen, roughly 160 US dollars. Alright, let's move on to the premium MRG B2000 series. We get 3 watches. Starting with the MRG B2000 B-1A1, this is basically the all black version of the MRG B2000, 330,000 Japanese yen, roughly 2,900 US dollars. And then we have this really nice looking MRG B2000 B-1A4. This is aka Akazone, based on the samurai. Goes for similarly priced at 330,000 Japanese yen, roughly 2,900 US dollars. And finally, the MRG B2000 D-1AJR. All of these 3 MRG models will be available soon. Alright, that pretty much sums up all the new watches that we have for February 2022. I would like to quickly go through some of the models that has been marked as end of production. So as usual, if it's marked as end of production, most likely once the current stocks in the retailers run out, we may no longer see them. Starting with the GM2100MG, very popular textured bezel, the moon watch sort of design. I really like it. This has been marked as end of production. The GA2100 Hotei collaboration, marked as end of production. This is the DW5600 REC, sort of the nostalgic, based upon the original DW5600, also marked as end of production. The GBD200 skeleton purple colored version, marked as end of production. Ryo Ishikawa, the golfer's special edition, marked as end of production. And one of my most recent reviews that I've done, the Earth Watch, based on the swell shark creature, has been marked as end of production. The last 3 watches in the list, we have the MTG B2000 XMG, that has got this beautiful wood carving kind of a bezel, also marked as end of production. The DW5600 RB, marked as end of production. And finally, the very expensive titanium virtual armor, also I have reviewed it on the channel, marked as end of production. Alright guys, that pretty much sums up all the updates for February 2022. I'll be getting some of these watches for review on my channel, so please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Till next time, stay safe and I'll see ya.